This is the final condition report for number 233 St John's Road. It's the 28th of October 2019. So we are here on the outside of the property. To the right hand side and in front of the garage is the driveway. It's a concrete driveway. It's not level, and there are some weeds along the side of the wall here and also in the middle on two sections, as you can see. There is a wheelie bin to the right hand side in front of the gate, which we'll look at in just a second. So the front garden to the left hand side and in front of the living room window and front door. We can see that the grass there, it's short. I don't feel like it's been cut back recently, but again, weather permitted, that's understandable why. There are some plants and sort of weeds that are growing around the beds to the edge of the property, the edge of the garden, sorry. Some bits of rubbish here that are just around again that could blow off on the street. Plants again around this side. You can see where the grass is slightly overgrown here. We have some bushes there to the front of the property and in front of the living room window, as you can see. Slightly overgrown, you can't really see that window there. Some patches of mud, as you can see, just where the grass hasn't grown in certain areas. Plant box there as well to the left hand side of the front door. Security light and a hanging basket bracket. We have the number 233 on the wall there. Garage door is slightly weathered. You can see that there is some bare droppings. From what I know, the garage door is completely fine here to open. The wooden frame slightly weathered again, as you can see around the edges. Fascias there just need a quick clean. I can't quite see the guttering. I can see at the top there. If I just point, so just on this side here, you can see the top there of some weeds and plants that must be growing from the inside. Okay, so black wheelie bin here to the right hand side. You can see that there is some rubbish that's been left here on the driveway and around the other side. Coat hanger there, mat, some soil there as well. Small weeded area here at the front of the garage door. The bin is full. I can see from the street that it is recycling bin day today, so blue and grey bin. So this obviously won't be emptied for another week, so that has been left, unfortunately. The side gate here, it's painted in a green colour. I've not been able to open this, as you can see that the brackets, or the gate is off the hinge there to the top. Okay. So the front door. Okay, so it's a UPVC door. Again, we can just see that it is slightly weathered. Part of the black seal has come off there in the corner. We have some sticky adhesive that's been left, and we have a red scuff mark going diagonal along that door there. Again, some wear and tear around the lock there, and it is just dirty in areas. The glass panel is intact. There's no broken area there. Okay, so going on into the front door, we do go on into a porch area. We're just looking at the back of the front door. So again, there's a few scuff marks at the bottom. You can see the letterbox there is broken. You can see the seal has come away slightly and it has just been held on there with sellotape. Glass panel is completely fine here as well. So if we start on the flooring, so it's a laminate floor there, as you can see. There is a doormat there, just move out of the way so we can have a look. Okay, so there's no damage to the flooring, everything is intact. As you can see there, it is incredibly dirty and does need a really good clean there, especially around the edges and the skirting boards. Floor divider there, again, although it's dirty, it is intact. Left hand side wall is painted green, lots of scuff marks there, mainly to the bottom of the wall. There is a nail present to that left hand side wall. You can see the wallpaper is peeling off slightly there at the top. Again, more scuff marks there to the bottom, and there's also a mirror fitted to that wall. And as we go around the door frame, again, it's dusty and dirty, but there's no damage to that frame. And then to the right hand side wall we have two doors which house the meters. The door here on the left hand side is off the hinges completely. It's also marked there at the bottom. We'll just move that out of the way, you can have a look on the inside. Okay, so the other door opens completely fine, and as you can see that door has been removed completely there. Okay, inside here there is a mirror that was left in the living room, so this is the landlord's mirror. There's a nail above that mirror there in the cupboard, and then we do have some shoes and wellies that have been left in the cupboard below this, and we also have the gas meter and electric meter. We'll have a look at those readings at the end of the internal recording. Again, as you can see, it's just very dusty. It's not been cleaned here either. Slight damage to the wall here where the hinges were in place from that door. Okay, so going on into the living room. We'll just have an overview first of all. Okay, so I'm going to start with the flooring first of all. We'll just move this mat out of the way again. And my bag out of the way. Okay, so carpet as you first walk in. There is a section here that looks like it's been cut away or it's been sort of damaged there. You can see some frame marks here as well. To the right hand side, that is in a fair condition. There are a few stains and marks on the floor. Under the stairs here there's some furniture indentation marks as expected. Again, some more frame marks here as well. Carpet has not been hoovered, and that is very clear to see. The tenants have advised that this has been professionally cleaned, but again it's not been hoovered, and it's not been, there is still a lot of things all over that carpet. Slight discoloration here to the dining room area, and there are some permanent stain marks here just as I've pointed there. Just to make you aware as well, as we come into the property there is a very strong smell. Unsure if it's a pet smell, it's very musty. So it's just to make you aware that that smell is definitely present in here. Okay, so the door leading into the living room first of all is a wooden door. It's got two glass panels and they're both intact. There is a draft excluder on the bottom of that door. And just to the back, again that's all intact again. We do have a drawing pin that's been left in the centre of that door. The walls on the left hand side, they are painted sort of a mushroom colour. You can see lots of marks there. Mainly to the bottom, there's quite a lot of scuffs there on the wall there. Light switches, it's very dirty around the light switches, but that is expected. I mean, they are the things that are touched the most often. We do have some patchwork here. That looks like it's just not been sanded properly and repainted in a different colour. We have one nail on that wall also. That leads us to the wall underneath the window. Again, heavily marked. There is a silver curtain pole attached to that window, and we have a pair of brown curtains. The window also has a wire and a net curtain attached to that. Just to make you aware that the bits and pieces that are on the windowsill here have been brought in by the landlord and have not been left by the tenant. This here is the remote control for the electric fire. The windowsill itself, slightly discoloured in the corners there, but again that is expected, sort of how the sealant does deteriorate over time. There's no obvious damage to that windowsill. The windows are also in good condition. It's not been cleaned on the outside, you can see. Just move this part away. You can see that there are marks on the windows there. Window key is in situ on the left-hand side window only. Okay, so moving round, we have a wallpapered wall here. It's a green flower design. There doesn't appear to be any rips or tears on the wallpaper itself. There are two wall hangings here, so they are candle holders actually. They have been nailed into the wall. Skirting board there, very dusty. The damage that is on the skirting board underneath the fire was already present before the tenancy commenced. Sorry, just to go back to this area here underneath the curtain, you can just see there's an area of wall there that has been damaged and not repainted. And I've actually missed this as well. There's actually quite a lot of drawings here, and that's to the left-hand side of the curtain. Okay, so back to this wall here. So we have a feature fire there. It's a gas fire. Appears to be in good condition. Archway that leads into the dining room. Some cobwebs to the top of that there. And there are also some marks on the wall itself. And the back wall here in the living room. So radiator. I think the iPad is actually picking up quite good. You can see that there is a discoloration. So it appears to be in some areas yellow, in some areas white. That could be something from the sun. However, it is definitely discoloured. The wall itself, again, is heavily marked. You can see there all along, just along here, and under the stairs, just the different colour there. To the top part of this wall, we have a nail, and we also have a sticker that's been applied to the wall without permission. Ceiling is painted white. That's in a fair condition. There is a light shade that's been left in the property. The light is working. Okay, so if we go into the dining area now. Again, there's some more furniture indentation marks on the floor. The carpet over here appears to be in quite good condition, apart from the areas that I have already pointed out. To the right hand side we have a wallpapered wall. Just check it is wallpaper. Yeah, it's a wallpapered wall in green. So to the right hand side we have 1, 2, 3, 4 areas. So we'll just point that out. So 1, 2, 3, 4 areas where there have been a nail fixed that wall. There is still one present. And from what I know, this area was covered. There was a painting here before the tenancy commenced. There's also another hole there to the top part. Radiator cover. There's lots of cobwebs to the side of that as well. You can see the skirting board there, and where there's been no attempt of cleaning. It's not attached to the wall. There's also a device that's been left on top of that radiator cover. I think that is the doorbell actually. The doorbell, just to make you aware, is not working. But from what I know, the unit does have batteries. It's just the doorbell itself and the front door that's not working. Okay, so to the left side of this wall again, we have 4 more nails. Okay, so 4 more nails in place, but there's also another hole underneath here and another hole to the right hand side of this last nail. So it's actually 6 areas there where the wall has been affected. And then to the back wall, we have 2 more nails here. The wall again, you can just see where it's a slight colour change. And there's also another sticker that's been applied to the wall above these patio doors. Left hand side we have 2 more areas. This is actually a nail, a screw that's been fixed into the wall, and we have a nail above that. The wall again is marked. see an area here where that's unclean. And then to the left-hand side wall, we're going to have another green wallpapered wall. See another nail here in that wall. One that is central to the wall. I understand that that one was already present before the tenancy commenced. We have another screw that's been fitted into the wall, and then we have 3 more nails in the wall also. You can also see cobwebs just the top part of that wall. To do our project, I think that this is actually also a carbon monoxide alarm that's fixed to the wall there. Okay, so going on into the kitchen. We enter the kitchen by this door. It's a 15 glass panelled door. The frame is in a fair condition. You can see it's not been cleaned to the bottom. You can see that the glass has not been cleaned, so some fingerprints here and here. There are areas where the glass is cracked. From what I know, all of the cracked glass was here before the tenancy commenced, and that's not to be taken into consideration. And there's also another section here, so that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 glass panels. And again, you can see some more areas where the glass has been cracked, and again, the landlord is aware of that. The frame has not been cleaned. Okay, so going in and looking to the other side of that door. So the seal has actually come away. You can see that here. That's come away from the door completely. And to the other side. Okay, again, so you can see the areas where that has not been cleaned. To the bottom, this sort of just on the bottom, there's also, it looks like maybe some drip marks around there. Okay, so if we look at the, and again on the door handle, that again has not been cleaned. So if we look at the floor first of all in the kitchen, there are just some frayed carpet marks here. The floor has not been cleaned, and that is obvious. You can see there's lots of marks all around the kitchen. It's not been swept, nor has it been mopped. There's no attempt whatsoever to have cleaned this. We'll just move the carpet away. Okay, so lots of muddy marks all around the kitchen here. Very dusty underneath this radiator and on that skirting board. Again, very dirty. There's a stool that's been left here in the kitchen. I do understand that's come from the shed from in the garden. So again, all underneath the units, into the utility room. Again, you can see it's very dirty. Lots of pieces that have been left, and lots of marks all over the floor. There doesn't appear to be any damage to the floor. It is just, it needs a really good scrub. This mat was also left here. I understand that was here at the beginning of the tenancy. Well used. And there's also 3 light shades that have been left in the property. So we have a green one, a brown one and a cream one. Okay, so we look at the wall surrounding the door first of all. Radiator here is on the slant. Does look like that's been broken at some point, and it has actually gone to the gone to the right side slightly. Lots of marks over the wall here. It's not been cleaned. Above the light switch we have 2 nails, and surrounding that we have a smoke detector that's in place. Lots of marks all over that cream wall. Left hand side we have a feature wall. It's a brick effect wallpaper. No rips or tears in that. There is 1 nail just there. Apart from that, there's no damage. Sorry, a couple of scratches that are just along this wall here, along these bricks. and cobwebs to the top part of the wall. Moving around, we have an olive green wall. Again, that's heavily marked. You can also see an area where the paint has come away. There's also a nail in the wall there as well. Patio doors, we have a pair of brown curtains and a silver curtain pole. We'll have a look at those doors before we go outside into the garden. We're moving on into the kitchen area now, so if we just have a look at the walls first of all before we go on into the units. So the wall here, again, is painted. There's a couple of marks here where the paint's come away. Sorry, just looking closely, you can see it. There's two nails there, and then either side of each of those nails is a mark. I don't think the paint's come off there. No, it's not come off, it is just a small mark. And again, here above the tea towel rail, pan rail, some more marks there. The walls, they're not clean. You can again see just above the tiles here where it is very dusty. It's a grey roller blind that's been left here on the window. Just have a quick look at that. Okay, that all appears to be in very good condition. And the wall surrounding the window, again, is in fair condition. Slight damage here to the right hand side. Sorry, it's not damage, it's just a discoloration there. I think it's just where the wall is a little bit uneven. Windowsill is dirty. There is a round mark just here. And again, there's some more marks on the windowsill there. And sorry, there is actually some more damage to the wall to the left hand side. There's a paint pot and a plastic pot that's been left there as well. Okay, so white walls underneath the units all appear to be in fair condition. And around there. And then to the top part of the wall, painted white, so that's all in fair condition also. Okay, so if we look at the units now, we have a grey coloured high gloss unit. Okay, so the units all look to be in fair condition. There's no damage to any of the units. You can see where it's not been cleaned though on a number of them. So just here, some spills. And again, I'm not sure if the iPad actually picked this up, but you can just see there's a slight discoloration there as well. Again, they just need a good clean to the front of the units. Okay, so going back to the beginning, we are going to look at the lower base units first of all. So we have a corner cupboard here, lots of alcohol that has been left there. Drawers are empty, they've not been cleaned. That's a sticky residue there as well. And again in that one, it's very obvious it's not been cleaned. And again you can see to the front of these drawers. And that one again. Dishwasher. Again you can see it down the sides here where this has not been cleaned at all. Dishwasher itself inside, I suppose you expect it to be clean because that's where the cleaning takes place. But down the sides here, no attempt. And also on the back of the door. Just so you're aware of the side of that cupboard as well. Under sink storage. There's a watering can and some coffee that's been left, it's not been cleaned to the bottom. And the inside of this cupboard also. There is a broken hinge, I'm not quite sure where that's from, but that is present there. And down the inside of that. As you see inside here as well, it's not been cleaned. And again, inside this cupboard, there's quite a big spillage there. And all inside, again, not clean. Pull out pantry. And again, very obvious that this has not been cleared and cleaned properly. And we have another cupboard here. Part of that cupboard again, you can see it's not been cleaned. On the top part there is some food products that have been left, and the shelving again is unclean. Eye level units now. Sorry, I'm just closing this cupboard. Again, lots more products that have been left here, so this is obviously used as a medicine cupboard. It's not empty and it's not clean. Corner unit there, that's in fair condition. There is a pot to the back of the top shelf. And again, this one is actually in a fair condition. There is a crumb here. And to the top shelf there, you can see that's also not clean. There's a white powdery substance just on there. You can see on this one, so this obviously hides the extractor fan. The extractor fan. And there is grease marks all along there. Extractor hood is in place though. Filters are unclean though. And we have a couple of mugs and some more pieces that have been left here. You can see the shelf in here is unclean. Work surface, if we start from the right hand side, the one over here is in a fair condition. It's a natural wood work surface. As we go over to the side, the sink side, you can see discoloration. It appears that a bleach product was maybe used to clean the surfaces, and that has now lightened the surface and actually damaged that further. It's more obvious there in front of the sink. The sink is dirty, it's not been cleaned, and there are some cleaning products that have been left in the sink itself. Again, as you can see, that seems to be smoke. Cigarette ash that's been left there. The back of that work surface again is not clean. There is a chopping board on there, and again you can see the discoloration there. So just move that along in a second. So there's a sock and 2 light bulbs that have been left on the work surface. I'm just going to move out of the way. And you can see the surface here, there's a lot of again, discoloration. The wood has gone lighter, and there's some more marks here, circle cut marks that have been left. Just underneath this chopping board, you can just see the colour difference more so. This part of the work surface looks good. Okay, so just behind the work surface we have tiles and the wooden trim, so that is all in fair condition. It is dirty, so you can just see where it does need a clean. The seal is all intact, the tiles are all in good condition there, part of them needing a good clean also. Behind the sink especially, discoloration there, and the tiles are very dirty. That is the same for all of the tiles and all of that surface there. You can see how dusty that is. Okay, so we have a stand-free oven. It is a Canon, it's black in colour. It appears to be in good condition when you first look at it like this. So the hob here, you can see an attempt to clean has happened. You can see the smear marks. Unfortunately, it wouldn't classify it as clean. You can see where it is dirty on each of the hob points. We have a top grill. Again, it's unclean. You can see on the glass something is broken off there. Grill. And then the oven at the bottom. Again, again, it's in a used condition. It's not in a dire state. It's not too bad. It is just a used condition. The glass is also fair. You can see an attempt of cleaning here again. I would worry what products been used here, and that would just need to be wiped away. Okay. So if we go on into the utility area now, I've already looked at the floor here. So if I just turn around and just show you the ceiling here in the kitchen, it is all painted white. There's 6 spotlights and they're all working. The Velux windows are dirty, but they are intact. I think there are some, no, they're not blind, so they're just the handles to open. Okay, but they are fine. Utility area now, so leading into that, you have a wallpapered, again another brick effect wallpaper leading on in. That's all in good condition. To the left hand side we have a unit here, again some discoloration there where there has been damage. There is a brown light shade. Tiles are all in a fair condition. The walls are all painted white and they are marked. You can see all around the light switches there. Door leading on to the downstairs WC is marked. Lots of areas that need cleaning. There is a hook and a nail and lots of marks on the wall here to the right hand side. All on there, you can see it's not been cleaned again. Brick effect wallpaper on the back wall. No areas of concern there. We do have a green canvas paint that's been left. I'm not sure if that was the landlord's or the tenants, but that has been left there. That is on top of a work surface which is black in colour. We can see that there is some wine holders there, tiles to the right hand side. The wall on the right hand side is also a brick effect wall. That is also intact and there's no rips or tears like wallpaper. Two shelves there on the wall. Radiator. And again, just some bits and pieces on the floor there. The light is working in the utility room. Going on into the WC. So first of all, the light is working and the extractor hood is activated using this switch that's on the outside. So in here we have a laminate floor and we have 2 mats that have been left on the floor. So I'm just going to move them out of the way so we can have a look at the floor properly. Okay, so floor is all intact, that's fine. We have a peachy coloured wall to the back, and that all appears to be in good condition. Another brick effect wall there on the toilet, on the wall that houses the toilet. Toilet is dirty. Flush. The main wall there again is in a peachy colour. And that's in fair condition. We do have 1 nail above the sink. Splashback there is in good condition. Sink is also in fair condition. Right hand side we have a cupboard and we have another brick effect wall behind that. So again, the hinge has come off there at the bottom. And there's also some dirty marks there as well. So we go now on upstairs in the property. So just the back of that door you can see there's lots of marks here also. Some green paint by the looks of it as well. Okay, so we're now going upstairs in the property. Sorry, I've just noticed, I didn't make you aware that the lights underneath all of the units are working. So there are 6 lights in total. And they're all completely fine. Okay, so continuing on upstairs. Okay, so going upstairs, we do have a carpeted stair. It's an open staircase, but there is carpet to each of the stairs. To the left-hand side, we have a handrail. As you can see, there's quite a lot of paint wear and tear on there as well. A bit more than just wear and tear. There's quite a lot of paint chippings all along the top there, and then specific areas here and also here. There's also paint damage to each of the steps. can also see where it's lifting slightly on quite a few of them. The wall to the right hand side is painted white. It's on an embossed wallpaper, but that is all painted white. To the top part of the wall you can just see again some slight damage and some areas that are discoloured. Okay, so if we go on upstairs, the carpet is frayed as well on this. It's more the trim here that's actually coming off on all of the stairs. So onto the landing, we have a striped carpet, sprayed here on the floor trims, on all of them I think. Yeah, there is areas of fray on each of the floor trims. It's all painted white here. We have 2 nails on the wall to the right hand side, and the skirting board again is not clean. All white up here. The skirting boards though are in need of a good clean. The wall here to the left hand side's got a nail, and we do have a light that is working, and there is a light shade present also. Smoke detector on the ceiling. Okay, so master bedroom. So there are 4 bedrooms all in all. Master bedroom, we have a striped carpet. There's also a very strong smell of pets in this room. Furniture indentation marks on the carpet, but there doesn't appear to be any damage on there. The walls are all painted in an aqua blue colour. You can see the dirt there on the skirting boards also. Damage to the back of the door, to the back there, and also lots of fingerprint marks and just the marks in general. The wall here to the right hand side, again you can see discoloration right in the middle there, and also some more black marks. Discoloration on the radiator. There is a nail on that wall. The feature wall there is a blue striped wallpaper that appears to be intact. There's no rips or tears there. There are 2 nails here. I understand there was a mirror that was attached to that wall that has been removed. Skirting boards again are very dirty. Another nail there. Sorry, I wasn't sure if I said, but these are actually screws in that wall, and there's a nail here to the left hand side. Skirting boards again, it appears to be broken here actually. Marks all over the walls. Curtain poles, but no curtains. There is a nail in the middle of the wall there between the 2 windows. Light is working. Net curtains are attached to that wall there. So they are attached to the windows, and we do have some rings here where the curtains were attached. Some hair, some of the bits and pieces just there as well. Door here, which leads to an storage cupboard. 2 rails there, lots of coat hangers, and up here there is a mirror here, so I assume that is the mirror attached to the wall. And there's also a crate and some boxes that are there also that's been left. 2 double wardrobes, mahogany in colour. So light shades are in the cupboard there as well. Hangers that are all in the wardrobes. Again, they're all just very dusty, just needs a really good wipe over. Bedroom 2 next door. There was permission was granted for the tenants to actually paint this bedroom in a pink colour. However, the paintwork isn't painted. So the floor has been painted. You can see where the old paint is actually coming through. It's not been painted amazing. And same with all of the walls here as well. Damage to the wall here on the left hand side. To the back wall there as well. You can see where the paint is coming through. White curtain pole attached to the window, attached to the wall above the window. Again, no curtains. 2 mirrors on the wall here. light is working. You can see again it's not been cleaned, there's lots of dust everywhere. And another cupboard there also. Lots of marks there. Bathroom. Okay, so very obvious as you first walk in, there is a cracked tile on the floor. Cupboard space here, some storage space to the left hand side. The wall is a green wallpaper. Floor is dirty, toilet's dirty, as is the sink. Bath there as well. Shower screen is dirty also, as is the bath, and the shower is heavily coated in limescale. Bedroom 3, we have a laminate floor on the floor, and this is actually probably the better conditioned bedroom. Floor is in great condition. The walls are wallpapered in a brown colour and also a blue feature wall on 2 of the walls. White curtain pole and curtains are left. Okay, that's all in a fair condition. A couple of nails on the wall. Appears to be quite clean as well in here. Light is working. And finally, bedroom number 4. So we have another carpet here. There are frame marks on the carpet. Furniture indentation marks, but the actual carpet itself is in a good condition. 3 Venetian blinds on the window here. The top trim has actually come away from that middle blind. The walls are wallpapered. There is some dirt and marks on the door. A nail in the wall there as well. Mirror attached to the wall. Wallpapered walls there again, and there is some more scuff marks to the bottom part of the walls. Sliding wardrobe there. It's good condition, just some coat hangers that have been left. Okay, that's all in good order there. We're going to go downstairs and look in the garden and the garage, and that will finalise the report today. Just as I'm coming out the forward bedroom here, you can just see some dirt on the door frame and also on the skirting board there as well. Okay, so finally going out into the garden, the frame around the patio door is in a fair condition, apart from the bottom part where it is dirty. Some mat that's been left here. So, just as I watch my step. So coming out into the garden, if I just give you an overview first of all. It's not in the best of conditions at all. So to the left hand side we have some items that have been left here. So bushes to the left hand side as well have been left to grow. Umbrella at the back there and a rotary washer line. All of the items that you can see have been left just here as I'm pointing. And the plant pots here were left by the landlord, but they have been smashed. The grass is in a very poor condition. I understand that the weather doesn't allow it to be cut. However, a wheelie bin that I have just moved was left central to the grass here, which has made it all die. Another area here where a wheelie bin was. Grass started to grow back there. Okay, so just behind me here you can see that there are some weeds and bushes that have been left to grow over again. Bed frame and tables that have been left in the property. These do not belong to the landlord. All of the items here and here are not the landlord's. Okay, so to the shed here there is just a strimmer and a lawnmower in there, and that was left by the landlord, so that's completely fine. Just going over to the building here. The tenants did buy the chairs and the furniture in here off the landlord, however that still remains. You can also see there's a lot of damage on the flooring. Some items that have been left. Glass that has just come out of the window completely, out of the frame completely. It's not in a great condition in there. Lots of pieces that have been left on the shed area itself. Just going on into the garage. So this is the access from the garden. Okay, so garage, we have quite a lot of items that have been left in here as well, lots of rubbish. First thing that I do notice, I come in on the left hand side, there is a leak from the boiler, which the tenants were clearly aware of if a jug has been left there. Some bookcases, a box and a bench over here that have been left. Paint was left by the landlord, lots of rubbish and items that are here. There was also a work surface which is now on the floor, which was along this batten here, which has now unfortunately been broken.